He's older, and he needs to go.
It's early morning in Franklin County.
Go on, boy. Go on, boy.
Time for Mike Jones to take another batch of his hogs to the processing plant. It's a messy job, even without a pandemic.
The reality is, my family and I are at tremendous risk.
The hogs aren't the issue. The problem is what he has to do to get them to your plate. First stop, the slaughterhouse. Jones hits the road south to Bailey to work with meat processor Barrett Twitty. Twitty owns 2 facilities in Nash County. So far, he's managed to avoid any COVID-19 outbreaks.
What we've asked is, any employees that are not feeling well to please stay home and just respect all your fellow colleagues, and let's do our best to try to get through this. If they've asked for masks or any extra protective gear, we've tried to provide that for them.
Twitty says keeping his workers healthy is crucial. COVID-19 outbreaks have already shut down at least 3 Smithfield plants nationwide. Twitty might have to do the same if one of his workers gets sick.
So we just can't easily swap bring in another crew of people. We really can't split the crew into 2 different shifts because it is essentially an assembly line.
Once the meat is processed, it's off to the market. Jones has his own stall at the State Farmers Market in Raleigh. That's where things get really dicey for him and his son, Max.
I put on these gloves and I wear this mask to protect myself and others from anything that I might have. We also have been using a card swiper, so I hand the card out to people, they plug it in themselves instead of having to grab the credit card from them. All right, you're good to go.
Jones converted the stall to a full-service counter last fall. That helps with social distancing. And he rigged up a shower curtain as a sneeze guard. The precautions don't stop there.
What I usually do when I go home is I strip down, go straight into the shower. I don't touch anything besides the doorknob, and then I usually cleanse everything as once I get cleaned up myself.
But there's only so much they can do. 2 of Mike's 5 children still live with him and his wife.
We have another house on the farm, and the people who, like if there's one person who's not sick and everyone else is, we can have the one healthy person stay in the other house. And then what we would do is we would get the guidance of health officials to say, okay, you need to be tested every day, you need to take your temperature. And so we have the ability in our own family to segregate ourselves if that happens.
Mike says customers have a part to play in protecting food producers like him.
It is high risk to be in a retail environment. People come and we ask them to be careful, we ask them to be safe. We say, please don't get us sick.
Jones says if you keep your distance and stay away if you're sick, farmers like him will be able to continue to grow the food you eat. In Raleigh, Garrett Bergquist, Spectrum News.